What if everything you know, your memories, your friends, even the world itself, isn't real? What if reality is nothing more than an incredibly advanced simulation? It sounds like science fiction, but some of the world's leading scientists and philosophers think it might be true. Welcome to the fascinating and mind-bending world of simulation theory. Today, we'll dive deep into this idea, starting with ancient philosophy, exploring cutting-edge science, and asking the biggest question of all. Are we living in a simulation? Let's go back in time, over 2,000 years ago, to one of the most famous philosophers in history, Plato. In his famous work, The Republic, Plato describes a thought experiment called the Allegory of the Cave. Imagine a group of people chained inside a dark cave from birth. They face a wall, only able to see shadows cast by objects behind them. To these prisoners, the shadows are reality. But if one escaped and saw the world outside, they'd realize everything they knew was just an illusion. Sounds familiar, right? Movies like The Matrix borrow heavily from this idea. But here's the question. What if we are the ones in the cave right now? This allegory isn't just about physical reality. It also asks us to question perception itself. If all we know comes from our senses, how can we be sure what we experience is the ultimate truth? Could there be a deeper reality hiding behind the world we know? Fast forward to today, and philosophers and physicists have taken Plato's questions to the next level. Simulation. Theory suggests that our entire universe could be a computer-generated simulation. Think of it like a super advanced video game where you are the character. One of the most famous arguments for this idea comes from philosopher Nick Bostrom. In 2003, he proposed a mind-blowing concept called the simulation argument. It says that at least one of the following must be true. 1. Civilizations never reach the level where they can create reality simulations. 2. Advanced civilizations could create simulations, but choose not to. 3. We are almost certainly living inside a simulation. If future civilizations can simulate entire universes, and they run billions of these simulations, the odds suggest that our reality is just one of many simulations. But Bostrom's argument isn't the only evidence people point to. Some scientists argue that the universe itself behaves suspiciously like a computer program. Quantum mechanics is full of strange, seemingly programmed behavior. For example, particles only decide how to behave when observed, similar to how a video game renders only what the player sees. Okay, but if we are living in a simulation, what does that actually mean? First, it raises huge questions about free will. If our reality is programmed, are our choices truly our own, or are they pre-written code? Second, who or what created this simulation? Are we the experiment of a post-human civilization, or even beings so advanced we can't comprehend them? And what about morality? If life is simulated, do concepts like good and evil still hold meaning? Or is everything we value just part of an artificial construct? And then there's the question of meaning. Does being in a simulation make life less meaningful, or does it mean we play a crucial role in a much larger system? It also raises the possibility that death isn't the end. If we exist as part of a simulation, could our consciousness simply be transferred or rebooted elsewhere? So, is there any way to prove whether we're in a simulation? Interestingly, some scientists think we might be able to test it. One idea is to look for glitches or patterns in physical laws, kind of like bugs in a video game. For example, if the universe is simulated, it might have a finite resolution, like pixels on a screen. In 2017, a group of physicists proposed searching for these digital signatures in cosmic rays. If space-time is a simulation, it could reveal itself through subtle inconsistencies. Another idea involves quantum entanglement, the mysterious way particles become instantly linked across vast distances. Some researchers speculate that entanglement could be a sign of underlying code connecting distant parts of the simulation. But here's the twist. If we did find evidence, what happens next? Would the creators shut down our simulation? Would we even want to know? And there's also the question of whether a simulated world could simulate itself. If we create our own simulations within a simulated reality, it might be the ultimate proof of the theory. Ironically, while we wonder if we're living in a simulation, we're already building our own. Advanced supercomputers today can simulate entire environments and even model aspects of the universe. Projects like the Millennium Simulation recreate the formation of galaxies with billions of particles. And with rapid advancements in virtual reality and AI, we might be on the path to creating conscious digital beings. If so, would they question whether their world is real? Tech giants like Google and Meta are investing billions into creating immersive virtual worlds. As our ability to simulate reality improves, it becomes easier to imagine that some other intelligence might have already done the same. And think about this. If we do create conscious beings inside a simulation, what responsibilities do we have toward them? Could they suffer? Would they deserve rights? So, are we in a simulation? We don't have a definitive answer yet. But the fact that we can even ask this question shows how far human curiosity has come. And maybe, just maybe, one day we'll find the answer, or the code. What do you think? Are we living in a simulation, or is reality exactly what it seems? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mind-bending content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.